Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And away we go from Oakland. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Javon Holland there to make the stop. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Nix. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. Decent gain here, but short of the first. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Williams now on 1st and 10. Into the 2nd level past the 30. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Vegas! The Broncos take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Hardy on the return. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. Offense in the hurry up here. Tagovailoa now against the blitz. Gets everything he has under this throw. It is caught at the 20. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly, you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Running with Achane out of the gun. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's brought down after a decent gain. Give him 4 on that play, so now they've got 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Achane will not score. The defense holds
little dicey for this offense. One down left before a big decision to make. You continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or you now forced to put the ball in the air.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Fullback trying to power it across. And he tried to power it forward, but I don't think he got it. Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. And their first drive won't end in points after all. He stopped, and they're going to turn it over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. So that brings us to the end of one. Both teams starting that long walk to the other end of the field. Neither side separating much so far. We'll get back to the action in just a moment.
Show 'em what we are made of, offense.
We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They are facing 2nd down deep on their own end. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Now Nick's on 3rd down. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And he's in a real tough spot for his first kick. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. He's got it near midfield. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. Officially a 55-yard launch. And it'll be Dolphins football. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Shotgun, a give to A.J. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Drew Sanders that time on the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Chain again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Able to find Achan. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Trying for it, it's Achan. And he'll get them enough for a first down. Offense up to the line fast. first down. Tagovailoa to throw. Achan reels it in. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Achane on the inside give. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
2nd down carry for Achan. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. That's the 2-minute warning in what has been a defensive battle. It's the Dolphins, needing 8 on 3rd down. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. That's caught for the first. Touchdown, Miami! So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins tie this game 7-7. Sanders all set to send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Ferguson's got it, complete. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. That finds Vele, complete. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. It's Kader Kohu up to make that play.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
This one intended for the running back. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Ferguson there to bring it in. And he's brought down after a short gain. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
They'll throw again. Nix. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Tagovailoa on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Well, you just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that can go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Another try following the sack. He put everything he had into this one. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Trying to connect with Tyreek Hill there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
3rd down run from Achane. And they'll only let him get up to around the 28 before taking him down. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That one in the books is a 48-yard punt. And they'll only have time for one play before halftime. One last play before the break. A final throw before the break. Rolling left, buying some time. He's keeping it. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the press for moving the chains that time. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Who knows when the deciding moment will come. We're underway in the second half of a deadlocked game. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32.
Well, we got ourselves quite a game today, a tie game coming into this 3rd quarter. And what you're looking for is a little instant jolt of momentum coming out of the locker room. And that return might just be the spark that leads to that momentous fire.
On first down, they're going to start out with Achane. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Finds his man, Waddle. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Sanders all set to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Second half starts with a run by Williams. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
They stay on the ground with Williams. We're working a couple of yards past the line. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the 42. Higgins makes the catch. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Running it after the penalty. And he'll advance this down to the 38-yard line. That's 7 yards on the run. Still 6 to go on 3rd.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. He completes it in traffic. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
On target to his man Higgins. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Got his target, it's Higgins. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Williams. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Williams on the carry. Fights off the tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
Put a check mark by that one. You're going to remember that one, not just over the course of this game, but I guarantee you in the offseason when they're watching effort. That was all about effort. Backs pressed against the wall when you're down here defensively. And that's the type of play that coaches love to see from everyone on the roster.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's a give. Fullback headed up the gut. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. That was Jermaine Johnson there to make the play. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Handoff running left. A-chain. And he's not going to escape. They could not get the push they needed. That's going to be a safety. After surrendering the safety, they're out to boot it away. That's grabbed at the 10. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive 1st down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Another run for Williams. Oh, he lost the football! And the Dolphins got it! And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved.
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Nick's now to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So that brings up 2nd down.
I think everybody on the offense was already thinking about the next play to run as they watched that short little throw to the tight end. You really don't expect to see many of those gimmies dropped.
On the handoff, this is Williams. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. They send the tight end in motion left. Looking to throw. And that's caught in the end zone for the touchdown. The Broncos take a 4th quarter lead. T. Higgins the touchdown. So here come the Broncos. Big spot now as they try for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the...
He's throwing for it! And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Returning it from the 4. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Cade. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps him get right back into it. good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. First down, here's Tua. This one's taken in by Hill. Then he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 3 now. Running with Achane out of the gun. And they take him down right along the 30. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line. Here he is to throw. Completed to his running back. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a pickup of 11. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. Out of the shotgun, a give to Achane. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. But they'll take that every single time.
The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. Achane. And he will score and give them the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Sanders all set to send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Setting up to pass. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Now to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Achane up the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The defense takes its third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown! So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Dolphins drive their lead to 11.
Broncos 17. Jason
Sanders all set to send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap to Nix. Brought in by Vele. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.